how does one produce authentic content? How does one produce creative work that is unique and authentic to them and not something that's ripped off from everyone else? As someone who's been creating for a very, very long time, I truly believe that authenticity stems from your self worth. And what I mean by that is you need to believe that you have a vision that's worth sharing. You need to believe that you have a point of view that's going to be, appreciated by a lot of people. And even if people do not appreciate your point of view, it is still something that you produce because you liked it, and that is something that's unique to you. And the world does not need to appreciate that, right? The world appreciating your work is just a pro, it's just an added benefit. It shouldn't take away from the work. People hating on the work is just a sign that maybe they do not resonate with your point of view, they do not resonate with your vision. But if you are creating just for that validation, you're not going to be putting out work that people don't like, because the type of work that you produce, it is curated to whether people like it or not. And the key to authenticity, in my opinion, is creating work that you find valuable to yourself, regardless of what everyone else around you feels, right? And a big way you should think about it is that you have work that is worth sharing, so you should share it. Okay, so the reason people are inauthentic, and the reason we see so much cliche happening in any sort of creative endeavor, is because people see they see this big artist. For example, let me talk about my favorite artist. They see documentary work from the photographer Steve McCurry, for example, and they say, oh, Steve McCurry's pictures are getting 100,000 likes. And then they look at their picture of this beautiful, scenery, and they say, my picture's only getting 10 likes, so I'm going to copy the style of Steve McCurry, right? Even though they did not resonate with that style, they're still going to produce images that mirror Steve McCurry's work. And the reason they're doing this is because they feel like, authentic work is work that gets the most engagement. Or they feel like, work should be produced for other people to see. I want you to look at this photographer. Her name is Vivian Meyer, okay? And if I'm not wrong, she was a street photographer who shot, film in New York, and she never shared her work publicly. All of her work was just because she loved the art and she wanted to create that work. So by the time Vivian Meyer passed away, they found boxes and boxes and boxes of unprocessed film. A lot and lot of film. Way more film than what an average person would shoot. And when you analyze Vivian Meyer's composition, if you look at the way she saw the world through her pictures, it is beautiful. It's beautiful. Why is it so beautiful? Why do I appreciate Vivian Meyer's work so much? It's because she didn't create just so that she can share her work to the world and everyone would appreciate it. People basically did not ever see her photographs. Yet she kept creating is because, you gotta love something for it to be authentic. You gotta really appreciate whatever it is that you're doing. I appreciate photography. I appreciate photography so much to the point where I can put out work and no one can like it. I can go and hand in a photograph and it can be critiqued and ripped apart, and I can just get nasty comments about the work that I produce, but I can still put it out because I personally like it. And as much as I like taking criticism from other people, as much as I like, getting my work critiqued because it shows me areas in which I can improve, at the end of the day, if I want to put something out there, I got that full creative freedom to put something out there. I get to make that choice. And authenticity is something that I believe is a choice that people should make. It's not about how do you be authentic. It's about, do you choose to be authentic? It's not about what do I do to be authentic. It's, do you have the bravery to go and put that work out there and that work be shitted on and you're completely okay with that? That is how you do it. That is basically how you be authentic. And the more you really tap into that creative side, the more you truly embrace the fact that you are going to create a particular way, and whether people like it or not, it's fine. You're going to keep creating. And the more you hone into that, that is how you become authentic. And it's really, authenticity is what really brings the beauty of the creative world. Authenticity is what makes art beautiful. right? So really, if you have a vision, if you have something that you want to share, if you want to practice being authentic, put it out there. Create something for the love of creating it. Create something for the fun of creating it without having any end expectation, and just put it out there and just keep doing that over and over and over and over and over again until, I can guarantee you this, people will one day start to notice, right? Vincent van Gogh, the lone painter who roamed the street of Provence, right? The painter who created the Starry Night, beautiful, beautiful works of art, died and sold only one painting. Today, his paintings sell for millions and millions and millions, and it's really appreciated. But let's say that lack of success stopped Vincent van Gogh, we would have never had the Starry Night. So that is just the way I look at things. You got to always keep doing what you love to do. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.